So a man walks into my office and he's sweating profusely, soaked in sweat, like, going through his shirt. And I asked him first, are you thirsty? Are you okay? Is there anything I can do for you? And he said, I'm just here to check on my application. That's all I need. I don't need any water. I don't need anything, y'all. And I said, okay, well, what position did you apply for? And he told me the position, and I'm like, yes, I have not fully, I haven't been able to review those. I have some other pressing issues going, and that position is not something that we need to fill immediately. And he says, no worries. Well, this is my name, and I hope you have a great day. What's your name? And I told him, I said, I hope you have a great day as well. That was on Monday. Today's Wednesday. The guy came back on Tuesday, sweating profusely because he's walking here, y'all. He's walking miles on miles on miles just to get here and check on his job application. This is back in the day, we used to do this. We don't do this no more today. Nobody could want a job that bad. And so yesterday I said, man, so good to see you. Remembered his name and he remembered mine. He said, I'm just here to check on my job application. I said, man, I'm in the same situation I was yesterday, but I promise you, I'm gonna get to it. I promise you. Well, y'all know what happened today on Wednesday. He just walked in here again. But I hired him. Because if you're this dedicated to work, I know you're gonna be good. I don't need to look at your resume. I don't need to look at anything you have going on. I believe that your willpower, the way you walked here, I believe you're gonna be great at this position. And he says, okay, now what do? I said, well, now I need to go look for your application. When I go look for his application, y'all, he said, I'm not computer savvy. He uploaded his Chime bank statements as his resume. And I said, what's crazy, if I would have looked through the system, I would have never called you for an interview. Tests that, you take those tests, test score wasn't all the way there, But because, this is good, but because you had faith. Hey man, the job, I know we have a window. It's from this wage to this wage. I said, man, I'm gonna pay you $20 an hour. He started crying instantly in my office, y'all. Now I know that's the max we can pay. And he says, I've never been paid this much a month. He told me what he used to make, and I said, wow. I want to encourage somebody. I don't know what you're waiting on, what you've already put your application down on, whether that be a job, a house, a car, whatever you did. Do not stop there. Faith without works is dead. It's time for you to go show up and see about it. Oh, that encouraged me today.